Really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on this live stream today for Amazon Prime Day. So Amazon Prime Day is starting on Monday the 21st till the 22nd of June, and we have got up to 40% off all the eufy favorite products. So yeah, please introduce yourself, Jen.
Yeah, my name is Jen. I'm from Rich Lady Problems. And so you may have seen me on TikTok or Instagram, but I show a lot of home decor and handbag content, and eufy is one of my favorite brands. So excited to be able to work with you guys.
Perfect. We're really excited to have you on this live stream. And as you said, you've obviously used some of our products before, not all of them. So we'll be going through some other ones and unboxing them on this today, and going through some of the prices that you can get your hands on for Amazon Prime Day. There's some really, really good deals, and I'm sure you'll be as excited as I am and Jen is. So yeah, we'll get started. What product would you like to start with, Jen?
I'd love to start with the doorbell.
Okay, perfect. So this is the battery powered video doorbell. Now, do you currently have any like type of doorbell that is like video powered, like on your home?
I don't. And so what I like about your video doorbell is that with other brands, you need to actually have power. And one of the things that I did when I renovated my house is I actually ripped out the wires to my doorbell. So it has to be a Wi-Fi or at least a wireless one. And so I'm really excited that you guys have an option where you can do that.
Yeah, and I think that's really useful. I'm the same with my doorbell. There is no wires, so having the battery, and the battery is so long lasting that it's honestly such a useful thing, because you worry about having to charge it every week. It's just the absolute pain. And I think the thing that's great about eufy security products in general is they have the home base, which can be used through all of the different products. So do you want to, should we open it to see what we get in the
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I like, the other thing I like about it is obviously with all the Amazon packages you get, sometimes you just want to be able to look out your doorbell, see what's there.
Yeah, and I find it so useful. So like an example today is I was actually out the house, and there's an option on the app to talk to like your postman or like anyone who's at your door. So it's super useful if you go away a lot with work, or you're just like traveling and things like that. Obviously with COVID, not you're more in the house, but it can even be as simple as if you're lazy and don't want to go out the house. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my neighbors see me opening and closing my door a lot to see if I have packages. So this will be a nice way not to have to do that.
Influencers in general get a lot of packages, so it's super useful. So in the box, you can all see here that you get this like little manual, which is super good. And then it comes with the doorbell and the home base. So the doorbell itself is got like it's got like the video function and the button. I think it looks quite like chic. I really like it on my door.
It does.
Personally, it doesn't look overly obtrusive. I think some doorbells can look like a really like scary security system. Personally, I think this is this is quite nice.
Yeah, I think it looks really sleek, and I love how, especially if you have a black door, it kind of just blends in. Right now I have kind of a dinky looking one, so I think this will definitely make the entrance look more grand.
Will you be putting that on yourself, or do you do all that like renovation in your home yourself?
I do. Yeah, we have an IKEA kitchen we built ourselves, and I try to do DIY as much as I can. So this should be a very easy install.
Yeah, and then that's the thing as well with the eufy security systems. They're all so simple to like implement into your home, because they're all linked, like I said, into like the home base itself. It is super good. And this one actually is $139.99 on the Amazon Prime sale. So originally it is $199. So actually you get a lot off on the Amazon Prime Day deal. So all the links will be in the community article below of this video when you see it. So please go out and check out that deal now, because you don't want to miss out on that. It's good for security, and it's good for people who are a little bit lazy like me, who don't want to go to their door.
Well, I feel like too, there's so many people that ring your doorbell that are just trying to sell you stuff. So to be able to know not to answer the door and just hide.
That's true. It's just be like, no, I know who you are. Or even like even somebody that you just don't want to talk to, and you're just, Not now,
Exactly.
not now. Okay, shall we move on to the pan and tilt indoor security camera? So this little one here. So this little dinky one is just an indoor camera. So you can have as many of these in your home as you want. Like I said, they all link to the security home base, which is super good because you don't need loads and loads of like bulky home bases around your home. This is really good, I think, when you have either animals or an elderly relative that you want to keep an eye on. I know my boyfriend's grandma, she has one of these in her home, and it just means you can log into the app from where you are and just keep an eye on everyone. So yeah, I think it doesn't look too bad. You can put anything like this behind on a shelf or behind a flower pot or something that's like a little bit discreet, but this works simply by logging into the app and you can see around your home. This like ball here moves with like motion, so it's really good. That's if awesome. you are like conscious about security. I mean, I don't know about you, Jen, but I really like to keep my home as secure as possible. I'm not in a really dangerous area, but I still think it's really important to just, you know, you never know what's going to happen, and having those precautions in place is just, you know, super good.
I totally agree. Yeah, and I have 2 bunnies, and so I think I may use this to watch them as they play, but also I have a lot of handbags, and that's one of the things I'm always concerned about. So to be able to put this in my closet and just to make sure that none of them walk away.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think with home insurance as well, I mean, I don't know what it's like in the US, but in the UK, if you're a homeowner, you have to have home insurance. And obviously if you have cameras, it's just that extra level of security that you can tell your insurance provider and say, actually, I don't need super high insurance because I've got these measures in place and I'm monitoring myself. So I think it just puts that extra level of protection.
Definitely.
Do you have any security systems in place at the moment, or are you just going to implement them now?
I do, but the more cameras, the better in my mind. And so, and I like how this can be moved around. And so depending on what room you need it in, like I said, I also have a dog.
As many of these as possible. Like you don't have to have just one, you can put one in each room. We have loads of different indoor cameras as well, not just one. So, you know, depending on your needs, as like, it's great because also the cameras are not just like a home security camera. We have the baby monitors as well, which are like for, you know, the baby's room and things like that. So it depends what like stage life you're in. So yeah, and this one is it's actually a really, really cheap price. Originally it's $51.99, but now it is $35.99. So a really, really affordable price. It's not something that, you know, that is only limited to people who earn a lot of money. They are really affordable and really work well. So that is
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's I think people get shocked at the price and the quality of it. You know, we have the quality of these cameras, you know, they, for instance, like the Ring doorbell is 2K HD. So it's not, you know, you can see everything in real high definition. Shall we move on to the outdoor cameras now, as we're going with the eufy security? Yeah. So there's this big box here. So this is the 2 Pro cameras. So we have a lot of different outdoor cameras, the 2C, the 2 Pro, and majority of them are on the Amazon Prime sale, but this is one of our best deals. So I'll start with the price. It's $349.99 originally, but it's actually gone down to $244.99. So it's like about $100 off the original price, which personally I think is a steal.
That's awesome. Especially to get 2 cameras.
I really like the packaging as well. That's always what I think draws me to eufy products. Just because you get the manual, it does feel like they're really high quality.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely it feels very luxe and like an expensive product for sure, just by the packaging itself.
And I think that's what, and I think easy use manuals and things like that. Like, I know me, I'm not great at kind of working manuals out some of the time, but this is they're all really like easy and have diagrams, and I think that's great. And the weight of
And
them as
you,
well, I think they're really, they feel high quality. I always think with products, if they've got like a good weight to them, then it's, something that's high quality and is actually going to work well.
for sure.
And I think with all these different products, you actually get a home base included. You only actually need one, even for like anything that you get in your home. So it's always good if one goes wrong, you've got a spare. I always want that because I end up tripping over a wire or I end up doing something when I'm cleaning. So it's always good to know that you have a spare.
And it's nice that it comes included, because I know other companies
Yeah.
sometimes they make you buy it separately and then it just gets.
And this kit comes with everything, doesn't it, Jen? That you need to put it up. It really doesn't need some fancy kind of, I don't know, plug and things like that. You just put it up and a few little bits of equipment, and I think you'll be sorted. I think I always worry that putting things up is going to take a lot of time and I'm not going to be able to do it on my own, but it really is made for even the people who don't like DIY.
Yeah, the nice thing is it comes with the little plastic anchors to drill into the wood, and then the screws. And so it's only 2 screws for each one. So it's super simple.
And it's good that you don't need to. I always think when I get a product, I'm like, oh, I haven't got the screws for putting it up. And I'm like, oh, I've got to go to the DIY store. It's so annoying. But having everything in a box, it's literally like, okay, I just need the drill and then I can go and do it. Which is always really good.
I like that you're able to maneuver it around for wherever you need to show, wherever you want your camera. And for me, there's a couple places where I don't have power on the outside of my house. So instead of having to do the expense of running the cords and doing all that, this is so nice that this can just be recharged.
Yeah, because it's wire free. And I think sometimes it doesn't look very attractive. It looks a bit like, I think exposed. And I think just having things up there, it looks really discreet, really like high security as well. Because I think as a lot of people think that security cameras outside your house looks a bit intrusive. Personally, I think it wards off people that you don't want at your house. And I think safety is a really important thing for families especially. I mean, what type of house do you have, Jen? Like, is it a big, have you got a big kind of gate to it, or do you just, is it like an older or modern house?
Yeah, we're in a 1960s house on a corner lot, so we're definitely more exposed. And I have a lot of different outdoor seating areas, and I live in the Chicago burbs, and so we do get a lot of wind here. The stereotype is true, and so one of the things that I like security cameras for, besides just keeping safety, is just seeing if things are blowing all around, if I need to bring stuff in. Also, you can check on your husband if he's mowing the lawn or not. It's nice that you're able to see what's just going on around you, or who's pulling into your driveway that you weren't expecting.
Exactly. That makes me laugh about your husband. I'm the same as that. I'm like, this morning, somebody was at my door and I was just listening to the conversation through the app, like, what are they saying? I think it's quite funny. You can just keep an eye on people, like, you're not helping me with this, or can you help me with the laundry or whatever. It's quite useful. So yeah,
I love it.
But fab. So we are going to move on to the home appliance products. So thing with eufy is, I think what a lot of people think is there's just just appliance or just security. They don't know that we're actually the same brand. We just have a load of different products, and we constantly like bring out new things for the whole home to keep it secure. So you've obviously used the S11 before, so the home vac. I'd like to know, like, what are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? What do you use it for around your house?
Yeah, what I love about it, and the S11 is, which one am I? I'm trying to see what
the hand vacs, the white thing.
The white one.
Yeah, with all the different attachments.
Sorry, I just want to keep track of all the different numbers.
So many different products.
Which is amazing. My number one love is definitely that it comes with a spare battery. I think that is clutch, just because there's so many times where you're vacuuming your house and then you run out of battery life and then you have to wait hours until you can vacuum again. but the battery life lasts so long that I've never had to switch it up. I just love having that as a backup in case I do forget to charge it. But the suction power is definitely much stronger than other brands I've used. One of the things I really like, especially for, I feel like right now, kind of that low pile carpet's really popular. You know, the washable rugs, the ones that, you know, you can get on Wayfair. And a lot of times normal vacuums don't pick up all the little lint, and the S11 does.
Exactly. And I think as well, personally, I use a variety of things. So if I use the RoboVac to just do the majority of my floor, but sometimes like you want to go into like your sofa on the curtains or like crevices, your RoboVac obviously can't get. And the interchangeable heads are just so useful. And also for my car, I use it a lot of the time if I want to get a real deep clean. And normally, I don't know if you find this, but I have a 3-floor house and I get a good clean throughout the whole house in one battery life if I fully charged it, which I think is so good. And then obviously you've got the attachment you can put on your wall. If you just show that there, I can see it's just on the front of your table. It's just the it's like the little, it's the one that is next to it, the one next to that.
This one?
No, the one at the front. You nearly got it. It's next to the battery. It's next to the spare battery. It's just the like, there you go. So that it's okay. You didn't describe it well. So that is the attachment you put on your wall, which means that you can drill that into your wall and it's like a holder, which is super good if you have like a utility room or something like that. I personally have mine in my utility room because when you want to grab it, like you just grab and go, which is super useful. And you have two suction modes, don't you? Just the normal average suction and then high suction. I personally always use high suction just because I like that real deep clean. But yeah, so that one is $299 originally, and now it's $199.99. So it's, you know, $100 off. There's the S11 Infinity, which is what you've got, and there's the S11 Go. The S11 Go is slightly lower model, but they're just as good. It's just slight different functionality. But yeah, so we've got those two on offers if you don't want the RoboVac. But I know your favorite, the RoboVac. Let's go on to them. So which one do you want to start with? Which one do you want to start with, one of the boxes?
Yeah, or I know I had the G30 out.
30. So that is the G30. So we've got a number of different RoboVac models for different kind of people's needs. There's the S series, which is kind of just your bounce series that bounces off your kind of furniture when it sees it. And then you've got your smart navigation series. So that just has a lot more functionality. It starts mapping out your house. Our highest model is the L70, which is an iPath laser model. So that actually basically maps your house, which is super high tech. But the things we're going to go through today is the G30. So what do you like about the G30, Jen?
I've tried other competitor brands, and the issue that I had with those is they were way too loud. This one is so quiet that my dog doesn't get scared of it, where normally with vacuums, she gets very anxious and she runs away. She doesn't even realize that it's on. And also, just as it is approaching furniture, it slows down more than others I've used, and it's just much more gentler, where before it was just ramming into my stuff. This one is so nice how it like lightly just kind of taps it and moves on its way. And you can tell it's definitely more smart in terms of how it thinks in the past that it does.
I think that's really important because I think what I always worry about with my furniture is it's going to damage it over time. But I think because it has kind of that like soft landing bracket, it ensures that it's kind of that soft land. And also there's different varieties of RoboVac you can get. You can obviously just have the vacuum function, but you can also have the hybrid versions, which are super useful for people who have like hard floors. I think I potentially have one of these here. No, I don't have the hybrid one to hand, but the hybrid versions, they just mop and they clean for you. So it depends what type of property you're at. Personally, I have a carpeted property, so obviously I don't need a mop function, but for hard floors it is really good. So the G30 originally is about $319, which again, original price is a good deal, but actually on Amazon Prime Day, it's $199, so a real big amount off for Prime Day, which for a Robovac, it's great for people who work. I don't know if you're, if you have a big house and you are the sole kind of person who does the housework. I don't know about you, but I seem to clean all the time. I don't really, when you close your eyes, there's more dirt. So having a Robovac that you can just put schedules in as well with, have you tried the app out?
No, I actually haven't yet. So I definitely need to do that. I've just done it just based on pushing go and having it start. And one of the things I like about that and kind of how you're talking about, especially now a lot of us are working from home.
Yeah.
You can actually have this running while you are working from home, or with some other ones, it's way too loud. You can't. And so it's so quiet. There's times I don't even realize that it's on. It's that good. And so we have a pretty decent sized house. And so to be able to just kind of push go and then be able to go do something else and not have to worry makes a big difference. And I love the magnetic stoppers that, because I've exposed stairs to my basement. And so I just line that up and then I don't have to worry about it, tumbling down.
Yeah, so it's good you mentioned those, the boundary strips. So if you have exposed wires or like a pet bed or a baby, your child is there, so you can put like obviously the barriers around it and it literally will not go in that area, which is really, really useful and is a lot safer because I would really recommend trying out the app. So it's the eufy Home app. Yeah. We've got two apps. It's eufy Security, so that links all your security systems all in one. So it's where you see your visitors and things like that. But the eufy Home app, you can put schedules on your Robovac. So if every morning you want it to clean at 11 a.m., it will just automatically do it, which sounds a bit disconcerting because people were like, oh, it's just starting without knowing. But for people who are at work, out of the house all day, and you want to come back to a clean house, it just does it for you, which I think is super, super useful. And also if you want to send it home, you just press go home from your phone. You could be sat in another room or even out the house. So yeah, it's super good. So the other model is the 11S. So that, like I said, that's our bounce series. So it's a little lower down. That just works by bouncing off your furniture, but still this is one of our most popular models. There is the 11S and the 11S Max, but this is the 11S. Again, they all look very, very similar. I think they look quite chic. I've got one on each floor. I think that's down to my laziness, but the box comes like this. Originally $219, so it's a little bit of a cheaper model, a bit more affordable, but on the Amazon Prime Day deal, it's $129.99. So again, super affordable for people who want to enter into the Robovac like market, but just want to start it, or even somebody with a flat. Some of the time people are like, well, why would I need a Robovac for a flat? But honestly, it's still just as useful to have.
Yeah.
I think have you ever seen the our L70 model, Jennifer? Like they're the white and gold ones. You might have seen them on social media. So that is the kind of our most like luxe Robovac models. So, but they do look gorgeous. Really, really nice. So unfortunately, I can't get them sent in the UK. They are a US based model, but for anyone in the US, if you want a pretty or luxe looking Robovac, get the L70. Yeah, so.
And that's nice too, because you guys have so many different options where you can choose white or black.
Yeah.
And especially depending on your aesthetic, that's so nice that you have that to be, if you have more white in your house, choose white, black. Sometimes people like that sleek look as well. So great options.
Well, people often think, oh, cleaning appliances don't look nice, but they can, with eufy, it's like it gives that function of, we want it to look integrated within your home, because I know you care so much about, what your home looks like. You've done a lot of DIY videos, your interior is just beautiful. You don't want a cleaning appliance to ruin that. So having kind of these products really does make all the difference.
Completely agree. And one of the things I love about your vacuums as well is that they do come with extra little spinners as well as filters, which I think is really nice, because if you're cleaning out a filter, then you can still be able to run it.
That's the thing as well. People often think like, you know, the replacement filter. So for instance, you can get new brushes for the home hand vac, new rollers for the RoboVac. Like these products are meant to last for years. So they're not made for, you know, breaking. You can just replace the parts, and they're really affordable. It's not like buying something you think, oh gosh, like the filter is like twice the price of, you know, the actual machine. They're just affordable. You just get one on our website or Amazon, and you know, you're just there and you can go again. So yeah,
That's so nice.
so the last product I don't think you have, but I just wanted to go through and I wanted to show you is the hand vac. So it's just this little thing here. So this is the H11. So this actually is what I keep in my car. So it's actually just a handheld vacuum. You press the button and it kind of sucks just for little things, so people keep them on their sofa or for pet beds. You said you have a dog, so I'm guessing on your sofas you find you get a lot of hair.
Yeah, luckily with her, she's hypoallergenic, but I do have 2 bunnies and they do shed. So that's it definitely would be perfect for them.
So even like their beds, they just gets up little things, and it's not bulky that you can't keep it in your car. So personally, I think I'm a bit overprotective of my car and I like it to be clean all the time. So I just keep this in my boot, get it out, and I clean. So that's also a really, really good thing for, you know, just keeping any dirt out the way.
And that'd be perfect for people with kids as well. Cause I know, I mean, I don't personally have kids, but I have nephews and nieces, and I know that they just manage to throw everything that they have on the floor of the car. So to be able to have that to kind of quickly vacuum it up, I think would be really helpful.
Yeah. So that's the main products that we've got on sale on the Amazon Prime Day that's coming up on the 21st. It's running until the 22nd, so the deals are available now. So please make sure to check the article out, and it will have all the links to the main products. We've got so many good deals on these days. Amazon Prime Day is like, I always find one of the most exciting things, because all of your biggest brands, especially like all of the Anchor brands, because I don't know if you'll know, but Eufy is run by Anchor. So we've got Anchor, Soundcore, Nebula. So we're all doing deal your whole house. There was a whole range of things. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, Jen, for coming on this. You know, it's really nice to talk to somebody who has actually used the products and will be integrating them into your home, because obviously it's good to kind of hear of your experiences. So yeah, I just want to say thank you, and check out kind of her links, and yeah.
Yeah, of course. And I'm excited. I'll definitely show, especially the doorbell. I'll install it. I'll do a TikTok video just to show how easy it is.
Yeah, and yeah, make sure to check out Jen's videos, just because she has some really good like DIYs. I saw some of the painting you did of your hard floor, and you know, I can see a vacuum going over that. So yeah, so make sure to check out the links, and thank you for watching this, guys. I really hope you have a good Amazon Prime Day. I'll say goodbye to you, Jen. Thank you again.